welcome back. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home, where I love to share with you all how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a teeny tiny budget. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 DIY high-end designer Dollar Tree and thrift store decor crafts. You do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. All you need is a little paint and some TLC. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the little bell. It will update you every time I post a new video. Now, I'll tell you guys why. Because May is the month of giveaways. I want to give you guys something to look forward to and definitely spoil you all through the month of May. I'm going to be announcing giveaways throughout this video, as well as one of the winners of my candle giveaway. And don't forget to comment so you can enter in the $150 shopping spree giveaway. Okay, you guys, without further ado, go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this Dollar Tree platter that I had originally painted white. Now these platters come silver, and I had hot glued some styrofoam to it, so I'm going to take my paint scraper and just scrape it right off. This is a great little trick in case you guys are trying to repurpose and reuse any of your goodies that you've had hot glue on. Just get a paint scraper and a little bit of patience and you'll be good to go. For the next step, I'm going to take a paintbrush and I'm just going to paint some Mod Podge onto the base of this platter. I also have some Mackenzie Childs napkins. I ordered these off of Amazon and they're absolutely beautiful, and they are going to be so fabulous to create some high-end designer Mackenzie Childs dupes, and that's what we're going to do with this platter. I want to create a high-end Mackenzie Childs platter using items from the Dollar Tree and my cute little napkins. So get a really good generous layer of Mod Podge, and then you can just lay your napkin down on top of the Mod Podge. Now I will tell you that it did bubble just a little bit, but for me, I just thought it still was absolutely perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and take and trim off the outer layer of the napkin, the excess part that I don't need, and then set that aside because I may use it to create some Christmas ornaments down the road. So after you've added your napkin, you can let it dry for just a little bit, and then you'll want to put a layer over that of Mod Podge, and that's going to seal your tray, and you can set a pretty candle on it or some roses or whatever suits your fancy, but just give it a nice good layer of Mod Podge. Now be careful, the napkin is really thin, so there were a couple of little spots where the napkin kind of pulled away, if you guys can see in the corner, but I was still really excited to try this, and I know I'll get better at this as I practice. So give yourself some grace if you're attempting a napkin Mod Podge creation. So also think about, if you don't like the Mackenzie Childs, use whatever beautiful napkins that you all have on hand. Maybe they're roses, or you could create something for a friend's bridal shower or baby shower, or even a beautiful Mother's Day tray. All you need is this cute little $1 platter. You can chalk paint it like I did originally, or you can just start with it being silver. The sky is the limit. Use your creativity and have fun with it, you guys. Now the next step to finishing off this platter is giving it a beautiful gold edging. I have this pretty gold paint from Arteza Paints. They were so generous to send me some crafting paint quite some time ago, and it has lasted quite a while. But you could also just use the Apple Barrel craft paint in a gold color. You can pick that up at Walmart or any of your craft stores. You can even look online, but just add a pretty little gold edge if you're doing the Mackenzie Childs dupe. I noticed that they always do kind of a gold edge, or you could get creative and do pink or whatever suits your fancy. Again, you guys just get super creative and have fun with it. I don't know what it is right now about the black and white check that is just so cute. I feel like it's maybe just kind of the buffalo check, but with a spin on it. And this pattern in particular is one of the older Mackenzie Childs patterns. If you've followed any of their art for a while, the older pattern had more of the gold flecks through it. So I just added it in to this pretty little setting here with a beautiful little rose in it. These are actually roses from my garden. I just thought that would be so pretty and just a nice way to make it pop against the black and white. For the next DIY, this is going to be kind of a thrift store makeover. So we are going to take some strips of fabric that I cut. I just cut lawn strips of fabric. They're probably about 36 inches long, but you guys cut whatever scrap fabric that you have. And then I'm taking this thrift store lace and I'm just taking a clipboard and I'm wrapping it around the clipboard. So what I want to share with you guys is I'm creating a huge, large, oversized tassel. And one of you guys gave me the idea to add a rag wreath to my armoire. I thought I would start out with a tassel because it's a little less labor intensive and I thought it would be cute on my haul tree. So I'm just adding in scraps of lace. These are so fun and fabulous, but you're going to want to go with your long strip of fabric and then add in a strip of lace and then a strip of fabric, and you just wind it around your clipboard. If you don't have a clipboard, just cut a piece of cardboard this size. This doesn't have to be fancy. And originally I had actually wanted to do this tassel with yarn, but I don't have any yarn on hand, so I'm using what I have. So you guys get whatever pretty fabrics that you have been stashing back and make yourself a beautiful tassel. Just continue to wind and wind, and the more fabric you add, the fuller your tassel will be. So once I felt like I had enough fabric, I decided to just go ahead and get some of that Dollar Tree jute twine. You're going to find it in the automotive section at Dollar Tree, and you can just pull your fabric loop off. Now I'm going to take the jute twine and I cut kind of a longer piece, and then I'm just going to cinch it right here at the top, and then I'm going to tie that off. There's a couple of different ways you guys can do this, but I thought this would be a fun little easy way. So you just tie it at the top, and then you can take that extra bit of jute twine and just begin to wrap it around the tassel to kind of create like a little knot at the top. You're also going to want to take your scissors and trim your little loops down, and that will be what creates your tassel. And then once you have that done, you can also line those up and give it a nice little tassel haircut. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is go to your jewel stash. I get all of my jewels off of totallydazzled.com. I'll leave a link for you guys. They're only about $1.50 each, and they're so pretty. And they come on a brooch pin. So all I had to do was just pin this directly onto my tassel. If you guys have an Etsy store, a little craft shop, these would be so fun to put in your craft shop, and they would be great to customize to whatever fabric that you love. Now, I I'm going to take a little bag and an extra blanket. Now this is a great idea for storage. So I've got my little beach bag. I'm not going to the beach anytime soon, so I'm just going to pop this blanket in here to kind of puff it out, and it works as a great storage tool. The next thing I want to do is add some pretty flowers to this. I have some lavender. Since this is a French farmhouse set of DIYs, I thought this would be beautiful to add lavender to my little basket as if I was out picking fresh lavender. And I actually did grow some lavender last year in my garden. I'll have to see if I'm going to pick some up this year. I just haven't decided what I want to plant, but for now I'm just using this faux lavender. You guys get it at Walmart. It's 99 cents. The longer stalk is $3, but it's really beautiful and it's a really nice size. So once I had that on there, I want to add my big beautiful tassel. I thought this would be so beautiful and perfect to give that kind of French farmhouse vibe with a little extra bling. It's going to give that little tiny bit of sparkle and shine, but it's going to give that French farmhouse vibe, which I absolutely love. So definitely let me know if you guys are going to be making a tassel of your own. Again, the sky is the limit on how you all want to customize this. So fun and fabulous and oh so perfect. Now, how adorable did that come out? I'm just crushing on this, and it was really easy. And again, I dug into my stash instead of running out and buying new supplies. I used everything that I already had on hand. For the next DIY, I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm going to tape off the little cord on this lamp. Now this is a lamp base that I found at the thrift store for $5, and I actually gave you guys a little teaser yesterday on the Facebook Live video that I did for you, and I asked you what color you wanted me to paint this lamp, and French gray won out. This is actually the color that I used also on my walls, and it was from Sherwin-Williams, and it wasn't exactly called French gray. I'll have to take a look at the can again, and I'll try to remember to let you guys know exactly what color this was, but it's so pretty, and it's what they call a grayish. So I'm just taking my paintbrush and I'm going to begin to paint this lamp base. Now, I thought this was going to be a super fast project, and to be honest with you, normally I probably would have ran out and just bought some spray paint, but this was definitely a labor of love. I ended up doing, I believe, about 2 coats. And when I'm talking about a grayish, the new hot color, I guess this year, is a combination between gray and beige for your wall colors. And so I chose this color, and the lady at the paint store said that the new hot color this year was grayish. So there you guys have it, but I think it's kind of like a French gray to me. Okay, so I did look at the paint can, and it is called Repose Gray by Sherwin-Williams, and this is what I used for my wall colors in my living room. And I definitely want to share with you guys how I went about repainting my walls. It was quite a project, and we actually started it at the beginning of the quarantine. So now you guys can see I'm having to go in to get into those little nooks and crannies with a smaller paintbrush. Again, this was quite a labor of love, but definitely well worth it in the end. Once both coats were dry, I went in with some sandpaper and began to gently distress it. I didn't want it super distressed, just a little bit on the edges. And now I'm using some of this Waverly Antique Wax. And you get this at Walmart in the craft section next to the Waverly chalk paint. And you just put a little bit onto a soft towel, and you can begin to just gently distress it or give it a little bit of a wax finish. And then I also went back over it with a little bit of sandpaper. If you get too much wax on, it's actually really forgiving. I think you guys would really enjoy this. You just take your towel and kind of wipe that back off. But you guys can see I'm really trying to just stress where all of those little crevices are. And again, this was quite the labor of love, but again, so worth it in the end. And I just love this look. It's just that kind of classic, beautiful French farmhouse vibe that I just absolutely love. And I think I'm really happy with the gray that you guys suggested. Gray is really hot right now, and I love that this gray does again have that warm undertone. But I'm just going over it again with a little bit more of that wax, and then you guys can see if I get too much, I just gently rub that off, and I really think it's giving it a nice soft effect. The other thing I decided to do to give it a little bit more of a vintage vibe was to go in with a tiny bit of that gold with my paintbrush. I just gently brushed that on, and that kind of gave it just a little bit of a pretty sheen and made it feel a little bit more vintage, which I really love. And because I did a little bit of gold on that tray, I thought that would be kind of the perfect accent to go along with this French country, French farmhouse theme. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take some Waverly white chalk paint, and this is actually more of an off-white, and I'm just dabbing off the paint after I get some up on my brush, and that's kind of what I call the dry brush technique. And I'm just going to take this Dollar Tree picture frame. I shared how to do this on my Facebook Live. I shared the first process, which was just to add a coat of paint to the entire frame. So to create this frame, I added 2 coats of paint, and then I began to gently distress it. And then after I distressed the frame, I went in with a little bit of the Waverly wax, that pretty antique wax, and I just gently rubbed that over the frame. And I also added in a little bit of gold touches, again, just to make it feel a little bit more of a French chic and give it that kind of pretty vintage vibe. So I am just so over the moon impressed with how these came out, because they really looked kind of a little bit too cheap in my opinion, because it was just a plasticky frame. So if you guys have a plastic frame that you want to make look a little bit more high end, try some wax and a little bit of chalk paint and some little gold touches, and that's really going to jazz things up quite a bit. Now for the next DIY, I'm going to take these plates that I found at Walmart on clearance. They were only 50 cents, and some Dollar Tree Mod Podge. And then again, I'm going to use some of my Mackenzie Childs napkins. I found these on Amazon. Super great deal because we are going to be able to do a lot of projects with these. So I just flipped my plate over, and also I want to let you know Dollar Tree carries these clear plates. But of course, this was cheaper than Dollar Tree. So check Walmart for their clearance plates. You can get some really good deals, but I'm just going to cover the entire plate with one layer of Mod Podge. Once you have your layer of Mod Podge on, you can take the center part of the napkin and just lay it down on top of the Mod Podge plate. And I feel like a little kid on Christmas morning with this project. I just feel like it is so magical. I know it's silly, but I really do. And I've seen so many of you guys make these kind of plates, but I really do feel like they're fun, and you guys can make them for so inexpensively. So all you have to do is have a plate and a pretty napkin and some Mod Podge, and you're good to go. Now I did add a little bit more glue to the edges because I didn't feel like I had quite enough. So I went all the way to the edge, and then a little tip that one of you all told me is after they're dry, you can take a fingernail file, and if you have any stray loose edges from your napkin, you can gently file it, but don't do it while it's wet. I've made that mistake before and it will pull your napkin back up. So once your napkin is on, you can just go ahead and take a pair of scissors and begin to trim your napkin off. And again, I did save the excess part of the napkin because I'm going to use this to be creating some Christmas ornaments with. Now you're going to go ahead and take another layer of Mod Podge, and you want to let that first layer dry, and then just go ahead and add another layer of Mod Podge over your plate, and that is going to seal your plate. Now Mod Podge is not food safe, so you don't want to eat off this plate. This plate is for decor purposes only. You can get dishwasher safe Mod Podge and use that. I believe it comes in a blue container, and I have found some at Walmart before, or you can order some offline. But I hope that helps. Just don't eat off these plates because again, Mod Podge is not food safe. So anyway, I just went ahead and added this into my pretty little vignette. These flowers are from my garden. I popped this little candle on, and I am absolutely crazy in love with these flickering candles. You guys are probably going to get tired of me talking about them, but I love them. I've been doing a ton of giveaways with them. I'm going to do another flameless flickering candle giveaway on my Instagram page. I am so excited because I'm learning how to shop online, and so I have to share with you guys the things that I love. I'll also link some in my Amazon store. They're only about $16 or $17 for a 3-piece set. They come with a remote timer so you can turn them on and off. You don't even have to get up, and I think that's so fun, and it gives such a romantic vibe to your home. So as always, I ask you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. Also, drop a comment below and let me know what your favorite summer flower is. That's going to enter you guys into another chance to win the $150 shopping spree giveaway that I'm doing on my channel on Thursday. So you're going to get to go shopping with Amazon or whatever the winner chooses. It's going to be so fun, and I really want you guys to have a chance to enter this giveaway. Month of May is giveaways. I have to spoil you guys, and because we've just had such a long month in April, I want to give you all something to look forward to. I just thought that would be so fun to give back. Don't forget to subscribe too. You guys have to be subscribed as well. Okay, definitely. I love you guys, and thank y'all for being here.
So thank you guys for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. Comment down below and let me know, what are you working on right now? Are you painting, gardening, cooking, cleaning, tidying, organizing? Let me know. Give me some inspiration on what my next project needs to be. I also want to announce the winner of my candle giveaway is Lynn Hunt. Lynn, thank you so much for commenting and always just being a part of this community. I will be mailing those candles out private message me your address. And also, you guys, don't forget to comment on this video and let me know what is your favorite flower. That's going to give you another entry into my $150 shopping spree giveaway that's going to be posting on Thursday. So look forward to that. Also, Thursday's video, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It is a collab with two of my favorite YouTubers. We have a super amazing collab planned and video that's going up Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Time. So normally I post at 6 a.m. Central Time, but we're gonna bridge the gap of the time zones, posting at 8 a.m. on Thursday. So just a little time change for you guys, and also just to let you guys know, do not miss this collab. You're gonna have so much fun. Also remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, click the bell. It will update you every time I post a new video, and you guys don't want to miss out. I've also been going live on my other social media channels for Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook and my Olivia's Romantic Home Instagram. So if you guys want to catch me live, definitely go follow me on all of my other socials. We're just having the biggest party, crafting, decorating. I love new seasons. So right now I'm kind of transitioning from spring to summer, and I'm just updating with some paint and some flowers and just lots of fun decorative crafts, and we're doing everything on a budget and pretty much everything that I already have in my home. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some of my Amazon favorites. I am finally learning how to order online. I've never been a big online shopper, so honestly it's a huge challenge for me. But I'm going to be sharing with you guys more giveaways as I find more fun things, products that I know you guys would absolutely love. When I find something and fall in love with it, I have to share it with you guys. So I definitely want to spoil you guys through May. Anyway, I love y'all. I hope you're inspired. I hope you're looking around your house and finding some new things to paint and decorate and just try things out. Try different patterns, colors, fabrics. That's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just playing with things. I like to decorate and then live with it, and then kind of look around. If I love it, if I don't love it, you can always change things up really easily. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks too in another video on how to change things up super budget friendly, because you guys know I love to do everything on a budget. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you have a gorgeous, blessed day. Don't forget to join me on Thursday's video. It is gonna be over the top fabulous. Okay, I love y'all. Remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. Until the next video, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.